I'm going to be adding piping to this bag. I've already added it to one side of the bag, so I'm just going to show you how I do it and how I join the piping at the end. So I'm starting at the bottom of the bag. It doesn't really matter where you start, but I like to start at the bottom where it's not going to be seen as much. And I'm using a zipper foot instead of a piping foot because I don't have a piping foot, and the zipper foot has been working just fine. So I'm leaving a little tail, and I'm just going to work my way around, and so I'll speed up that process, and then when I get back to the end I'll slow down and we'll talk about how to join the piping. But you'll notice that I've got the zipper foot, so it's stitching really close, in fact directly over the previous piping stitching, and that's what you want to get to, as close as you can to that piping stitching. All right, so I've got this, what is this, about 5-inch section, and between that, where that stops, and this, it's about 8-inch opening. So what I'm going to do is I want to be able to overlap this just a little bit by about 2 inches. And so for this one, my first piece of piping, that is my beginning section, I'm going to cut this on a diagonal, just like that. And then what I want to do is cut off this about 2 inches past. And then I'm going to unpick this just like about 4 inches. I'm just going to start unpicking this piping. Okay, and I'm going to open it up, and let's see, let's get this aligned, and I'm going to lay this out, and I want this to be accurate because these need to meet, and they're going to look like one continuous piece of piping, but I'm going to trim this right where it meets this first piping. So I want these two to meet, and I'm going to trim it right where they meet. So looks like it's right about there. And this is going to encase, this unpicked piece is going to encase this. And you can fold this just like that and encase it. But the piping, this is store-bought piping, and it's all on a diagonal. All the joints are at a diagonal, so I want to match that. And so I'm just going to fold this at a 90-degree angle, like that, and then lay the first piece of piping in over it, and then fold over. And now I've got that 90-degree angle. And I want to make sure that that's not loose, so I'm just going to kind of pull it taut. So just fuss with it, make sure that it's nice and tight. And then I'm going to stitch it closed. And I want to make sure that that piping is also nice and straight. So I'm going to open this up because I can tell it's not straight. There we go. Just push it in there. Okay. This is cotton piping that they used, cotton cording, and it's unraveling a bit, but it'll be fine. Pull off that thread. So there you have it. Get you a close up. So it's on the diagonal there, and when this is sewn, it will just look, that's the joint that I did, and it'll just look like a nice diagonal like this joint. Nice and seamless there. So that's how it's done. Here's a closer look. And I'll turn this over so you can just see, and you're going to have you know, little bits of fabric hanging out. That's not going to be seen when you sew your finished project. And this is just the one side of a bag that I'm making. So I hope you enjoyed this little tip, and like and subscribe for more content like this. Have a great day.